Hey Janet, hey everyone. Hey Zo.
Hello.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful that you guys are here. Um, Sorry, I'm in the library. I always come to the library these days in the morning. So I'm just gonna be grateful for God that He has given us another day, another opportunity that we are here. And I thank all the viewers that are gonna watch us now and later on. We are so grateful for you guys, and it's by you and the will of God that we are here. So I'm just gonna welcome you all to day 24 of our 90 days of show up and shine from fear to freedom. Whether you're going to watch us live or later on, we thank you for being here with us. And I'm just going to introduce myself. My name is Diana. I'm a mom, a digital entrepreneur, and based in Sydney, Australia, and originally from Kenya. So today we're going to get to lead our session, and I'm so excited because we are diving into something so simple yet so powerful. Those are habits. For me, the habits that changed everything was daily planning. Because when you start something new, you have to create a habit that is going to support your business and a habit that is going to lead you to changes that you really want in life. So the habit that changed everything was daily planning. That's what I did. I used to live in constant chaos. Working 3 jobs was not easy. And I think Hazel, Janet, you can attest for that. So moving from one job and not having a life that you desire, a life that is of fulfillment, is so draining and so tiring. And because of that, we used to live in chaos and not able to fulfill what we are supposed to do every day, not be able to be present for our kids, our family, and do the things that we love most. But I later realized that, when I started setting aside just 10 minutes every morning to write down my priorities, to write down gratitudes of what I've achieved on that day, or gratitude of what my life has been since I started this opportunity, everything shifted. And it gave me structure. It helped me stay on track, and most importantly, it reminded me to focus on what actually mattered, which was my family, my business, and my peace of mind. So at the moment, of course, I do one job. It has given me more time for my kids, more time for my business, and my fulfillment and my health has really changed. So those little habits build momentum for everything else in my life. So I don't know, Janet, do you have maybe something to add on habits?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Hazel. We are so grateful, for another opportunity that we've been able to meet the three of us. We are always grateful, when we meet to share this amazing opportunity or this gift that God gave to us, because it's something which has been a game changer to our lives. And that is why we are so happy every day to come and share this opportunity with you guys. So before I just say the habit or I diving on my topic, I'm just going to quickly introduce myself before I dive in case there's someone watching us for the very first time. So my name is Janet. I'm a wife, a mom of 2 beautiful kids. I'm a nurse by profession as well, and a global digital entrepreneur. I am a mentor as well. And for me, I would say the habit that has transformed my life completely is, a radical gratitude. Radical gratitude is, whereby you're not just grateful when things are good, but you're grateful even when things are not going the way you want them to go, when things are hard, are not going the way you want them to go, or when, you're going through challenges as well. When I before I started this business, when I used to miss a lot of time with my kids, I always felt like giving up. And then at that time, when I started this business, because I discovered radical gratitude, I began writing down every day what I am grateful for, and speaking, affirmation as well over myself. Just gonna add up just a bit before I go to affirmation, on radical gratitude, we sometimes you can be so busy and you forget whatever is happening around you, even the gift life, the gift of, like good health, the ability to show up for your family, even the ability, like to have the job that you have. Even that time, like before I started, I was like, I'm so grateful, like God has given me a job that I am able to pay the bills and sustain my family as well. Even, like, the health around me, and, like the house, even where I live, because like now it's raining. I'm grateful because I've got a shelter. I'm not being rained on, that being so grateful. Like even when things are not going on well, you see, like you always can't miss anything to be grateful for. And then that has been a game changer for me. And I started as well. This is about the affirmation, those things you speak life to yourself. Before I started this business, I used to hear about affirmation. I went ahead to try as well, but it didn't work so well for me because maybe I didn't have the strategies, or I didn't know how to do it properly. So I never saw affirmation come to life in my before I started this business. But when I started this business, when I started speaking affirmation over myself, things like I am capable, I am worthy, I'm building a legacy, I am enough, I can do whatever I set my mind to. That practice, since I started doing it and being consistent as well with it, has given me strength even when life becomes so tough. I look at myself in the mirror and say, I can tackle the day. I can go through this. I have the ability, like, and I've got what it takes for me to be successful. So for me, gratitude has given me peace, and affirmation has given me the courage to keep moving forward, even when like I felt like I can't keep on going. So I'm just gonna hand over to Azo to share what she has for us on the habits that has transformed our life. Over to you, Azo, please.
Thank you, Janet. Thanks, Diana. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you, thank God, for bringing us here together this morning and talk about the business, and also for keeping us healthy. There's this time people are getting sick, and when you're healthy, you have to thank God. So I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Hazel. I'm a registered nurse. I'm also a digital entrepreneur. I live in West Australia. So with the topic, we are talking about habit. So the habit that changed my life has been consistently learning. We all go on learning. As we go every day, we learn new things. So I committed to grow just as a little every single day. And whether it was reading a page from a book, plugging into the membership course, or listening to an audio, while you're doing other things. You can be cooking, you can be cleaning, but you've put that audio and you're still learning from that. So the habit kept me moving forward, even when life was busy. I could be, tidying up the rooms for my kids. I can be cooking, I can be cleaning. It was so busy, but it also reminded me that I didn't have to know it all anyway, but I just needed to keep learning, keep applying, or over time, these little steps added up to a big change. Consistent learning gave me confidence and helped me believe in myself more. The more you learn, the more you listen to things or even read books, you get more confidence. You don't just sit and say, oh, the habits come from learning from something. So I'll just pass it on to Diana.
Me.
Carol 1.
You're muted.
Hello,
Yeah.
Diana. I think she's muted.
Yeah, she's muted.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I'll give back to Janet so that because I'm closing up, I'll give to Janet to start first. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Azo, for sharing like what has been a game changer in your life since you became digital entrepreneurs. So that's why, like we say, like this business, like it hasn't been about money, extra income that's there, like comes as a bonus, and that's what you expect when you start a business. But for us, as to why like this business, we love to share about it because it's been so transformation, a lot of transformation transformation happening in our life. And that is why today we are not talking just about, it's not just about money, it's about these habits. And it's so good to hear like what has been, a game changer in our life. So for everyone watching us today, if you've ever felt, like a weighed down by negativity or probably doubt as well, I want you to know, like to try something like which I've shared to me, which has been a game changer to me. Even when you're going like through a lot of challenges, when something is not working the way you want it to work for you, I want you to try, and start with being grateful and being, like affirming yourself, speaking life to yourself. It might seem small and not easy as you start, but it can truly transform how you see your life and your possibilities as well. So start today looking at around. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Start looking around what you can be grateful about. Every day there is always something to be grateful about. Even the sun, like even that gift of health that we take for granted. Even the ability, like for us to be able to show up for our business. Because if our families are not well, or if something is not going on well with us, we cannot be able to come and show up here. So there's always something which can be, for you to be grateful for. Start with being grateful every day when you seem like you go through challenges that has worked so well for me. And I would say as a testimony, the more you become grateful, the more great things start happening. Because what you usually say is like gratitude attracts abundance. The more you do that gratitude, the more you sit down and write 10 things you are grateful for, the more the following day, like things start happening and more and more and more. And within no time, you realize like you're swimming in a lot of abundance because of being grateful every day. So if you're, as you always say, if you're there and you're watching us today, as usual, we always say like the first step is for you to always, go ahead. We got our links in our webinar. Go ahead and put on your first name, and a valid email as well. And if you're happy, go ahead and register with 149 to go and see what is possible for you when you say yes to this opportunity. And we always say the 149 US dollar is fully refundable within 30 days. If you check this opportunity and realize this is not a good fit for you, just the way you registered with 149 US dollars, that's the way you get your refund back. But take a chance on yourself. We've got 4 months for the year to finish. Come and see for yourself how this business, transforms lives, even in ways that you cannot expect. For us, we always share every day, like we feel great. Like for me, I would say it's not just about money. I am feeling like so happy and so grateful every day. I would say this is the happiest I've ever been in my life because of this opportunity. I am surrounded with a lot of positivity, a lot of, the community that I have. I'm surrounded by people who are, cheering me in everything I do. When I go through challenges, I speak to Diana, I speak to Azo as well, or anyone in the community. Like I get the strength to keep on going on. Or when I go on to my training, when I'm feeling down, I always get something to keep me going. It's just a lot of, transformation happening in my life just because of saying yes to this opportunity. You never know if this could be the solution that you've been praying for. And then another thing that this business give me, the thing that I learned from the business, I am able, to pass on to my kids because they are watching what we do. Every day they are watching what we do, and the moment you teach them about the mindset, it has a big impact in their life. And that is something like, I would say like when I was 10, when I was 12, like my daughter, I didn't know anything about mindset, but you can imagine when our kids learn about the power of a positive mindset, the power of, abundance and that gratitude, the way they can run their life. So this is just not about business, it's a whole life transformation. So come and see for yourself what we are talking about every day. So I'm gonna pass on to Azo before Diana come back, please. Hazel.
Thank you, Janet. Thanks, Diane. Um, First, I just want to say just a word of encouragement to our viewers. If you feel like knowing, something is, like it's so hard, it's not. It's just a habit. You need to get into the habit. If fear of not knowing enough has been holding you back, remember this: you don't need to have it all figured out. Start this business. You start growing as you go. Growth comes from learning along the way. Just like we started, me and Janet, Diane, we all had the same experience. There's something that was holding us back, especially if you're a busy mom like us. You'll be thinking, okay, where will I get the time from? I have kids, I have work, I have to do the housework. So where will I get the time to start all this business, or where am I going to start to watch all this webinar? But as you go, you you intend to actually create your own time. Even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you can watch something and you learn from that. You get something. So take a step and watch free webinar. As Janet said, you pay 149 US dollars and it's all refundable if you're not happy within 30 days. So if you take a step, you'll be on the same page with us. We'll walk the path together. We're going to do the same thing that we are doing, you know. We'll be on the same page and we'll support each other. We have a big community that supports each other. So we all support each other. There's only you who can make a change. There's really nothing to lose, only growth to gain, not to lose. So I'll pass it on to Diana. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you so much, everyone. Janet, Hazel. I'm so grateful for today. And Janet has captured everything, the gratitude part. It is very important that we remember that gratitude is not just to say grateful because of abundance and let's say money and whatever. It's to do with even just your hand. You are given hands, you can walk, you can touch, you can feel, you can smell. That's just abundance. That's the first abundance, the things that God has given you that some don't have. So you have to be always grateful. That's what Janet has really touched on, which is very important in anyone's life. If you want to see you succeeding and having a life full of abundance, is being grateful for just the small things that you have in life that others will want to have but they don't have. So friends who are watching us, those that are gonna watch us later, I want to leave you with this. Success isn't built on a giant leaps. It's built on small daily habits. And those daily habits are, it's either you are planning your life, planning something for yourself, you are being grateful for everything that you have in your life, small or big, or just learning, as Hazel has said. Those little steps shape your future. Remember your small steps today. Those steps that you take today, those small ones that you think they're so tiny that they will not make a change. They could be as simple as watching the free webinar that you're being given to watch today. Just the webinar that you're watching today. That's the first step. So that one decision, it will open doors for you, just as it did for us. And as Janet has said, you can register afterwards, after watching the webinar, which is our first step. You can go ahead and register with the 149 USD. It's risk-free, 30 days refund guarantee. So you can join, you can watch the webinar, you can register, and simply start a journey that is full of fulfillments. So we are so grateful for you guys joining us today. And it's day 24 today of Show Up and Shine for Fear of Freedom. But we'll see you tomorrow again, day 25. I think Janet is going to lead us tomorrow. So until then, I remember small steps, stay consistent, and watch how life transforms. So we'll see you tomorrow, same time. Same time. We'll do it in the morning. Yeah. So see you guys. Bye. Bye. Bye.